Recently, I have come across such an understanding among people that we need to study only at schools, at the institute, and that is enough. At the same time, we know the quality of education at schools and at institutes now. But now it's not about that. It would be such a small problem. My opinion and my understanding of learning is that a person, how long he lives on this planet, how many times he incarnates here, so much he learns. Every moment of his life is a lesson, and each of us is going through this lesson. Learning, my friends, is the foundation of life. And if you ask me why you need to study, I would say frankly, directly, and simply, now we need to study in order to survive. Those people who are now studying, really studying, and applying this knowledge in their lives, in their families, in relationships with their relatives and friends, these are people who skillfully manage themselves. Those people who have learned, and in training, they have learned to manage themselves, their lives and their reality. They will be able to go through all those difficulties that are common and already existent today. They already exist today, and you don't even have to wait for tomorrow. You would have to survive everything today, what we have to go through, especially in our country. So, my friends, you need to study in order to live. And when I first understood the future, the near future, probably 20-25 years ago, the higher forces revealed the truth to me and gave me information about what we would have to go through. Of course, I was seized by horror, and when this horror ceased, I thought how to find a solution, what to do in this situation, what to do when there are wars, disasters, cataclysms, betrayals, lies, when lies become the norm of life, when you only need to lie, only deceive, and then you will be considered normal, and if you tell the truth, and it is forbidden to tell the truth, then you will be ridiculed, you will be mocked, and so on. I saw it all, and now we are already living in this state of life. I thought about what to do, how to help humanity, how to help this world. I saw the end of this era, the end of this civilization, and the most serious upheavals of this planet. I also saw them then. Then I turned to churchmen. I turned to certain people who conducted certain courses and seminars, but everything was not right. I saw in the eyes of these people business, the use of people, the same lie, the same deception, which is based on completely wrong processes. And I understood that the only way out for humanity is to learn. People need to be taught to think correctly, to feel correctly, to fully manage their lives, their reality, and their state of health, how to eat right, to act right in different situations, to solve their situations correctly, to understand their life situations correctly, to learn how to relate to other people, to the world and to themselves. In general, people had to be taught simply from the beginning, from scratch. And what we see with you now, we see how uneducated humanity is, how uneducated children are, how children talk to each other, with what obscene words. And it is clear that this is a complete degradation, which will lead this planet to complete zeroing, to complete destruction, and to complete annihilation, where people will really destroy themselves on this planet with their own hands. It is painful and sad, and I see now that I was right, that it is learning that gives my students exactly what they need to adapt to this very difficult and complex life process. They know how to manage themselves, their thoughts, their emotions, and their lives. They solve all their earthly tasks. They are already people of the future. These are other people. These are people living correct, conscious lives. And I thank the Creator for the fact that there are still such people on this planet. And these people will save the world.